Yeah, hi, hello guys, good evening.
We are getting some echo.
Yeah, it's fixed now. Is it fine now?
Yeah, now it's okay. So, I have some doubt, Tushar? I'm Ram
Your good
here.
name, please. Yeah,
Ram,
hi,
Ram. Yeah, Ram, yeah. So, first doubt is once we install Ubuntu from AWS, I mean, accessing Ubuntu server, can we install Apache 2?
Can we install?
Apache 2.
Yeah, you can install.
Okay. And one more question is there are two commands we have. One is OEM, another one is apt get. What is the difference between these two?
So apt-get is the package manager, right? How in RHEL we have a yum, right? YUM, okay?
Yeah.
Like the same, in a Ubuntu machine is apt-get, apt-get.
Okay.
Okay, and don't use Ubuntu, guys, okay? Either you use CentOS or RHEL.
Okay.
Okay, because during a real time, nobody uses that.
Maybe Red Hat.
Yeah, not maybe, it's 100% Red Hat only. Production servers
Okay.
will be Red Hat only.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, just for your practice purpose or your from personal things, then you can use the Ubuntu. Okay, but apart from that, for professional thing, go for your RHEL or CentOS.
Okay. So one more doubt is once we install Apache 2, can we access web page by using public key?
One thing, did you attend the session on Friday?
Yeah, I attended, but I'm trying myself. Yeah, I'm not getting that page. It says
I
like
have
it's not
showed you
based.
the same thing, right?
Yeah.
See, by default, all the port numbers will be closed in the AWS. Okay. So for you guys needs to open that port number. Apache listens the port number of 80. Okay, you have to open the port number 80, then go to the machine where you have installed that Apache service. Okay, just take the IP address of that machine and provide that IP address :80. Then you will get the what you call the default web page. And before that, make sure that service is running. Apache service is running.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, you won't get it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Tushar. This is Jitendra.
Yes, Virendra, go ahead.
Jitendra. Tushar, actually, this is my first class today. So I had few doubts. Tushar, I went through the videos like which you had taken previously. So Tushar, actually, I opened the AWS account 1 year back. So now actually free tier is completed for me. So can I open that free tier again with the same email account and same debit card?
Not sure, yeah. If it opens well and good, yeah, I'm also using the older one only. It is working fine for me. Okay, try with your end. If it works fine, then well and good. Otherwise, take other card and create it. Simple.
Okay. So, Tushar, another doubt that mobile extreme which we are using for this uh, machine learning, data machine. So, this will be used in real time or used for training purpose only?
So right now we are using it here. Okay, we are using this mobile stuff also. What do you call the CyberArk? Okay, CyberArk is one of the applications. So they're all in the behind. All the servers will be mapped there. Okay. So during a real time, you have to get the access of the CyberArk, and once you log in, just search for the IP address of the machine. Okay. Then click on SSH. WinSCP will get it. Just click on SSH. It will automatically connect to the terminal. Okay. At that time, you no need this mobile term, putty, etc. Okay. It depends on organization to organization, but most familiar time you will find the putty. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, Tushar, like, have you sent the
Guys, your voice is
details
getting
like
echo here.
1 minute? Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So, Tushar, have you sent any documents or any like notes have you provided, as I haven't received that.
I have shared only the Linux based some basic commands. Okay, apart from that, nothing else. From today onwards, I'm going to start the first tool, Git. Okay, that is our version
Okay.
control system.
Okay. So can you send it to me also, Tushar, like for in my Gmail ID or like where you have shared it?
So actually, we have a WhatsApp group. Okay, I will share the WhatsApp group link after some time. Okay, so who are
Okay.
all
Okay.
made the payment, please join that one. Okay, so
Yeah, I made the
all the
payment.
links I'm
So
okay, fine. So I will be sharing the documents there only. I am not able to share to the individual mail IDs. I'll be sharing in
fine.
WhatsApp only. Okay, just download it. Okay,
Sure. Sure. Okay. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Any other queries, guys?
Can you share your screen, please?
It's already shared.
I'm
I hope you
sorry.
can see my screen. It is showing as connected to GoToTrading.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Yes. Any other queries, guys? Okay, I can see some other new joiners has also joined. So guys, till today we have just done with the DevOps demo, okay, which is available in a what you call YouTube. Okay, just search with DevOps demo by Tushar. You will get it with the DURGASOFT account. Okay, just go through the demo session, and rest of the recordings it will be shared. Okay, to your Google Drive. So only we have done with the Linux basic things. Okay, apart from that, nothing else. Okay. And from today onwards, we are going to start our first tool in our DevOps, that is Git. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Please.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm just stopping my screen share. No worries, guys. Okay. We're all joined today. From today itself, we are starting the first tool in our DevOps. Okay. That is a Git. Okay. No worries.
Tushar, for this Linux commands, there was a command for called ls-ltr. So
Mm-hmm.
I actually was going through the video when you typed ls hyphen ltr, it showed an error. Then again you typed ls space hyphen ltr. So this is correct, right? ls space
Yes.
hyphen ltr. Okay.
Yes.
So if there won't be any space, it will throw error, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Guys, I have pinged the WhatsApp group link. Okay. I hope you guys can able to see it. So just join that group. Okay. I can share the notes there only. And if you have any queries also, you can ping there. Okay, so let's get started. So today we are going to start our first tool, that is Git or GitHub, guys. Okay, so what is this tool? This is the this tool we are using for a version control system. Okay, that means in order to store the source code, okay, we are using this tool as a repository. So Git is an open source version control system started by the person called as a Linus Torvalds. Okay, so he is the guy who has invented the Linux virtual machine. Okay, just a second, guys. Okay, sorry guys, some disturbance was there. Okay, so Git is an open source version control system started by the person Linus Torvalds. Okay, so he is the guy who has invented that version control system Git. Okay, okay, assume these two are developers, guys. Okay, so this is the guy who is writing the source code, and usually, as you might know, the developers will be working in terms of modules, right? That means in earlier days, the single developer used to write the 10,000, 20,000 lines of source code. Okay, so at that time, it was very difficult to fix if anything goes wrong, right? So in order to overcome that issue, nowadays all the developers are working in terms of modules here, right? Okay, so assume this guy is working on one of the module, okay, and he is writing the source code, and he is developing the code here, okay, and he will be saving that code in this machine, okay, in his laptop or in his computer. Okay, now this is the another guy, okay, who requires the code wrote by this guy. Okay, so he cannot directly contact to this guy here, right? So what he will do, he will pushes that code to this version control system. Okay, and the data will be stored here. Okay, and what this guy will do is he will check with this repository, that is our GitHub in our case right now. Okay, if that code is available, he will fetch to his local machine. Okay, that means his to his computer or to his laptop. Okay, he will fetch that code. Okay, once he got that code, he will start updating that existing code. Now that means on top of the existing code, he will write the source code, right? This is what the concept of using the version control system. Okay, so version control system helps teams tracking every individual change, okay, by each contributor and helping prevent concurrent work from conflicting. Okay, so assume that I am a developer, one of my other, assume you guys are another developer here. Okay, instead of working on a same module, it may conflict here, right? So in order to overcome that issue, this will resolve, okay, using our version control system. Okay, this issue will get resolved. Okay, why? Because for each commit, we are going to commit the code here. First is our local machine. Okay, so whenever we commit, in the sense we are saving the code. Okay, one commit ID is going to be generated here. Okay, that is the unique code. Okay, so that will not change. Okay, so based on that code, we can it will, I mean, what do you call it, it will not override the existing code here. Okay, so in that way we can avoid using the concurrent work. Okay, and it is a distributed module here. Okay, that means, you know, one we'll be having a one repository. From their repository we'll be having the n number of repositories. Okay, that is local repositories, that is our local machine. Okay, so each developer work on his or her own local repositories, and changes are shared between the repositories here. Okay, that is what I told. So assume I am a developer, I am writing the code, I am saving to my machine. Okay, like that n number of developers will be there. Okay, they will be writing the source code and they will be saving that code to their local repository. Okay, local repository in the sense your local machine, guys, your local computer. Okay, and the changes are shared between the repositories. Okay, for each service we will be having the n number of repositories. Okay, for Amazon sign in service, one repository. Okay, for sign up, one repository. Like that, n number of repositories we will create. It depends on how many services we have. Okay, based on that we are going to push that code to the respective repository here. Okay, so Git is written in C, Perl and various shell script. Okay, on what programming language it is developed? In the sense it is written in C, Perl and various shell script. Using these programming languages, this application has been developed here. Software developers working in teams are continuously writing a new source code, okay, and changing the existing source code. Okay, example, bug fixing, updating or patching here. Okay, so testing and development proceeds together until the new version is ready, because all the developers is keep on committing the code and the changes will be moved to the next source next process here, like Maven or deploying, etc. Okay, we are least bothered right now. Okay, but we are only concentrating on Git now. Okay, so for every commit it will maintain a commit ID. This is very important, guys. Okay, hence I made it highlighted this one. Okay, for every commit in the sense we are saving the code here basically. Okay, for every, whenever you save the code, right? Okay, one commit ID is going to be generated. Okay, basically one binary number, it will be generated here. It is a unique number. Okay, so that is very important. I will show that one. Okay, so examples of the version control system are SVN, subversion, CVS, that is a concurrent version, and TFS, that is the team foundation server. Okay, so these are all the some of the examples of the version control systems. Okay, this is all about the some basic things about the Git. Okay, now we will do the installation. Okay, so how to do the installation in Windows and as well as in Linux one. Okay, let me open my AWS console. Let me know any queries, guys. In between also, just unmute yourself and ask the query. Okay, don't put it in a chat. I'm not seeing any of the chat as of now.
Tushar, who will be saving the codes in the Git? Because the companies don't allow, right?
See, saving the code in the sense the developer, assume I am a developer and I have my own laptop, right? So there I will be saving the code in my local machine. That is called as a local repository.
Yeah.
Okay, then once I saved it, I will push to the centralized repository there. Okay, I will show that one. Okay, one by one. Let me do the installation as of now. Okay,
Sure.
so right now I'm in a North Virginia region. Let me go to my instance. So I have a 2 instance which is not running. It is in a shutdown state. Let me start any one of the instance. Let me use the RHEL. Click on instance state and click on start it. Okay, so once we done this, our machine will get start here. Okay, okay, so this machine is started now. Let me, we have already made some configuration here. Let me directly take the IP address of this machine, then go to mobile app store, session SSH, paste the IP address of the machine, click on OK. I think the username was RHEL Yes. Access denied. Yes. Okay. So now I have logged into the what do you call to the RHEL, one of the RHEL machine. Now I have to do the installation now here, right? Okay. So guys, tell me what is the command to create? What is the command to install any of the package in a Linux?
Yum install.
Yes. Yes.
Package
Correct.
name and y -y.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. Okay. Right now we can see when I execute the git command, it is showing us command not found. Okay. Let me execute the command. Okay. Yum install git -y. Okay. So this will install a git for us. Okay. So just hit enter. Okay. It says root privilege. Just use sudo. Okay. Enter. Right. So it has been successfully installed. Now you can see git -version. Okay, you can see this is what the version it has been successfully installed now, right? So like the same in a Windows machine, okay, I have provided the URL here. Copy this URL. In Windows, I'm saying. Sorry, it's not here. This one. Okay, so go to this URL and click on the Windows for your. Just click on this Windows. Just click on this Windows and select accordingly. If it is a 32-bit, select 32-bit. If it is a 64-bit, you can use a 64-bit of your machine. Okay. So it is going to download the exe file for us. Okay. Just do a double click and next. Okay. It is going to install it. Okay. So once it is installed, you can see these options: Git Bash here and Git GUI here. Okay. These two options will be visible whenever you do the right click test. Okay, this is very simple installation. Okay, so in Windows as well as in Linux, guys. Okay, any doubts still here?
Tushar, if we have installed in the Windows and if you try to install it in Linux again, so what will be the case?
It is already
Will
installed,
it
right? It will
give an
not
error?
help. It says it will be already available. Yeah, you can see. Dependency resolved, nothing to do, it's complete.
Okay.
No, why you are installed 2 times Linux and
Pardon?
Windows? In Linux and Windows, why you will install 2 times? Anyone
Just
is
for your knowledge purpose. Just for your knowledge
okay,
purpose.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Anyone is sufficient, no? Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, maximum we have to do it in a what do you call in a Linux only. Okay, but
Okay.
I mean, we cannot predict, right? Some of them may use the Windows machine, right? So in order to overcome that issue, I'm using showing on both the sides, Windows as well as Linux one.
Sir, why
Okay.
are companies going to GitHub? How many, in general, how many people will be working on this code?
How many? I didn't get your question, please.
Why can't they share in the local drive or something like that? I mean, share some kind of a sharing platform. Why go for GitHub and do all this internally within the company? Why they are not doing it in local server like that? Local share
See,
folders will be there.
see, assume okay, I am working on module A called as a, and you are working on a module B. Okay, I don't know whether
Okay.
you're working on ARB, and I myself also I don't know. Okay, assume I'm saying. Okay, if you keep on the existing work only, okay, and will upload to the any of the like S3 bucket or Google Drive, anywhere. Okay, if I also start working on the same thing, the whatever the efforts we have put, it's a waste, right? We are not at all tracking there.
Yeah.
Correct. So
Mm.
in order to overcome that issue, n number of advantages are there using this Git version control system. Okay, for that sake, we are using this VCS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to install Git from for my Windows. I'm getting three options: use Git from Git Bash only, and Git from command line, and also third-party software. Use Git and optional Unix tools from the command prompt. So I need to select
You are using
one
Windows or
option.
Linux?
Windows.
Just go to this URL. No?
Yeah, sure. This one I downloaded 64-bit for Windows setup. I downloaded the exe file and I'm trying to install.
Okay. What is the options you are getting?
Adjusting your path environment is the heading for the pop-up window. Use
Let
Git
me
from
do
Git
it here.
Bash
Okay.
only. First
You
option
can
is
select
use
the
Git,
Git Bash.
Git Bash. The second, okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Use bundled OpenSSH and use external OpenSSH. Next option.
Just a second, guys. Let me do it here only. Okay.
Yeah.
And one more thing. Before that, here also you guys needs to sign up here. Okay. Go to the site and sign up. It is just like your what do you call Gmail or something. Okay. Just do sign up there. GitHub.com. This is acts as our centralized repository. Okay. Click on run. Okay. Install. Yes. Okay. I didn't get anything here. Completing the transaction.
Maybe you were, I think you had this previous version, maybe. I'm installing for the first time.
Okay. Ping me after this one. Okay. I will help you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. It will be I mean, by default, it will be just we have to provide next. Okay. Apart from that, there
Oh,
is no difficult thing here. Just try it from your end. If any issues, just put it in a WhatsApp group. Okay.
sure.
Yeah. Fine, guys. Okay. So just we have installed the Git now in a Linux and a Windows machine. Okay, and you guys needs to sign up in this github.com. Okay, I have already pinged the URL in the in the chat group. Just click on that link and sign up there. Okay, so that here it is working as a central repository for us. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so this is the workflow, guys, okay, of the Git version control system. Okay, so first, whenever we create any of the repository in a local machine, in our local computer, okay, by default we will be in a working directory here. Okay, then you guys needs to add it in a, you guys have to add it in a Git add, make in order to make this code as a staging area. Why? Because when you create any of the file in a working directory, okay, so whatever the files or whatever the data is available, okay, it will be in the untracking stage. That means what, that is those files are not in track. Okay, in order to make that code as a tracking stage, okay, we have to execute the command git add. Okay, when you execute the command git add, it will come to the staging area. Okay, at that time whatever the data is there, it will come in a track. Okay, so let's say from this staging area, you want to save that data completely to your local machine. Okay, so that is called as a local repository. Okay, so what we have to do, you have to execute the command git commit. Okay, then whatever the data will be available, it is to permanently will be saved to your local computer. Okay, so let's say if you want to push the code to the remote repository, okay, till here it is in our machine. Okay, now the remote repository. So which is the remote repository? This one, github.com is there, right? So this one acts as a remote repository for us. Okay. So first what we need to do, first whatever the files we create, it will be in a working area. So here all the data will be in the untracking stage. Okay. If you want to make the data to come in a tracking, you have to execute the command git add. It is mandatory, guys. Okay, you have to execute the command git add, then it will come in a staging area. Okay, so then if you want to save the data completely to your local repository, okay, then you have to execute the command git commit. Okay, so when you execute the command git commit, the data is going to be permanently saved to your local computer. Okay, and as I told you, every commit it is going to create a one commit ID, if you remember, right? So here that commit ID is going to be created for us. Okay, so once it is done, if you want to push the data to your remote repository, okay, that is our GitHub in our case. Okay, then you have to execute the command git push, right? Okay, let me demonstrate for this for you people. Okay, then we'll ask your, update your queries. Okay. Okay, let me create a one directory here. Okay, folder. Let me call it as DevOps. What is the date today? 25, right? 2507. Okay, the date I'm giving. Okay, so assume that this one I'm making it as a local repository. Okay, so how it will make? Just go into this directory. Here you can see nothing is available here, right? Then what you have to do a right click and select git bash here. Okay, git bash here. Let me make the font size bigger. I hope you can able to see my screen. Okay, so now you can see pwd. I am in a direct under C drive users Nandia. Under the desktop, I have created a directory called as a DevOps 2507 is my directory here. Okay, assume that I am a developer. I am working on this directory here. Okay, here I will be start writing my code here. Okay, now the question arises whenever I want to save the code. Okay, so this DevOps 2507 only will act as a local repository. Okay, but how we will make that, right? So what we need to do is we have to execute the command git init. Okay, when you execute the command git init here, it is going to initialize us this location as your local repository, guys. Right? So just hit enter. You can see here it is saying initialized empty Git repository in this location. Right? Okay, now you can see ls, nothing is available here. Right? Okay, I'm just clear the screen. Let me create a one file here now. Okay, so touch HDFC. Okay, I'm just creating a one dummy file here. Okay, so before that, let me show you the command git status. Okay, git status is the one command, guys. It will show what are all the state, I mean, any files are in the untracking area or anything, all the things it will show here. Okay, by executing the command git status. Okay, so just hit enter. You can see on branch master. Okay, nothing to commit. Okay, no commits at, nothing to commit. That means everything is clear here. Okay, and one more thing, by default the master branch will be created in a git test. Whenever you create any repository, okay, by default the master branch will be created. Okay, what is the importance of this one? I will tell you later on after some time. Okay, now you can see on branch master everything is clear. Okay, so now let me create a one file. Okay, so git, so not git, search. Guys, please go on mute. Okay, touch HDFC. Right, ls, you can see one file is available now, HDFC. Okay, so as I told you, by default whenever we create any file or one small dot also, all the things will be available in a working directory. Okay, now you can execute the command git status. You can see what is saying on branch master, no commit set, that is we have not committed anything. So there is a file called as untracked file. Okay, so what is that file name? HDFC. Okay, so you have to use git add and followed by the file name. Okay, so in order to make the data in a tracking area, that means when you execute the git add command, it will come into the staging area here. Right, so let me execute git add, then what was the file name? HDFC. Right, then enter now. Okay, now check the status again. You can see here on branch master, no commit set, changes to be committed. Okay, this is the file. If you want to save it permanently, we have to provide the commit here. Okay, then what is the command to commit is git commit. Okay, when you execute this git commit, guys, it is going to open a new window. Okay, as I told you, right, the beat is just like a VI editor. Just hit enter. It is going to open a new file. Okay, so just press I, it will come in insert mode. Okay, you can provide any message here. Okay, say that my first commit. Okay, right, then how to save this file? In a VI editor, press escape key, shift colon WQ in order to save and quit. Right, now you can see one file has been changed. Right, now let me clear the screen and check the status. Right, everything is clear, guys. Right, that means still here from working area to staging area we have moved, and from staging area to local repository we have moved as. Right, and as I told you, for every commit it is going to maintain a one commit message, commit ID. Right, and the message what we have given is my first commit. Right, okay, so how to check that one? Okay, you can execute the command git log. Right, so this is what the commit ID, guys. Okay, and this is what the commit message which I have given here. Right, any queries, guys, still here?
No, actually, if there is only one line, it will show. What if there are many lines? It will show everything here.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, you're asking about the commit ID.
Not the commit ID. This comment means we added that this comment, right? My first commit at the top. So what if there are many lines? Suppose 10, 20 lines. code or something.
It won't be like a 10-20 lines. Okay. Why we are giving that commit message in the sense, let's say I am a developer, I have worked on some bug fixing. Okay. On
Yeah.
XYZ. Okay. So I will give some specific name there. By saying that commit message, I should understand saying that this set of code is for the so and so for reason. Okay. It will
Okay.
not be like a 10-20 lines. It will be hardly 1 or 2 words.
Yeah. I was thinking it will display the content. Yeah, no issues. Yeah. Thank you.
No. It will be not like that.
So Tushar, these things will be only used by developers, right? We don't have to use this because they
No,
will
we
be
will
writing
not
code, they
be
will be
using.
submitting.
No,
Yeah.
we are not doing that, but we should have a knowledge. But once these guys pushes the code to a remote repository, okay, so there our task will start. Okay. But whenever the developer will be facing some n number of issues with the Git, okay, hence we should have a knowledge of this.
Okay.
Tushar, when we enter Git log, we can see the changes, code changes.
I didn't get you, sorry.
From different developers, I think we can see. Suppose if there are 4 developers and our 4 developers are fixing 4 bug fixes. So if they are committing all the 4 bug fixes, just we can see the list, right? Means which one is ready for committing, right? Tushar.
Yes, see, right now, till in I am one single developer, I am committed to my local machine. Okay. I need to
Okay.
publish this one to my central repository here, right? So here I have not yet pushed till now.
Mhm.
Okay, so I need to push it here, right? Then only if any other developer, for example, you peoples requires the code which I wrote by me here, you will get from this repository, not from here. This is my local machine. You won't get it from here. Okay, you have to check with this. Okay, I forgot the password.
Uh, I have one doubt, sir.
Yeah, ma'am, go
Actually,
ahead.
yeah, actually, I have. What is the directory and repository? I have doubt, and which directory? How I will change these directories?
See, here you cannot change it. Okay, so as I told you initially, wherever you execute the command, git init, right? So that code or that location acts as your what do you call local repository. Okay, and during the interview also they may ask this question. Okay, so when you guys say that it is the developer is saving the code to his local computer, right? So but where exactly it is saving, he may ask, right? Okay, where he may say anywhere, but wherever he has executed the command git init, okay, so that location acts as his local repository. Okay, don't get
Okay.
confused with directory and repository, ma'am. Okay, so this folder one I call it as a directory. Okay, repository is in here only. Okay, I need to sign up here. I forgot the password. I'm just checking it out. Okay. Come on, guys, please sign in here. Okay, github.com. What is this puzzle right now?
The first one you need to select picture.
Mm, what is the password? Pick to crown. Okay.
Last one, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this one acts as your remote repository, guys. Okay. So whatever we have done till now, let's do it one more time. Okay. So let me exit and this one. Okay. Let me delete it. Okay. So this one here is our remote repository, guys. Okay. So what we need to do, we have to create a one repository for each project, as I told you, right? So click on new repository. Okay. Why we are creating a repository is in the sense, if any of the developers requires the code wrote by me, okay, he can fetch from this repository here. Okay. So what is the repository name we'll give? Let me use the same thing, DevOps. What is the date? 25/07/2022. Okay. So that is my repository name. And here you can say it is a public or private. I'm making it as public because nothing is there in that one. Okay. And click on add a readme file. Okay. Or you can ignore that also. No issues. Okay. Then click on create repository. Okay. So it has created a repository for us. Okay. But here it has provided some of the code. We will do it then. Okay. So this is my remote repository. Okay. Let me go to my local repository. So I have deleted my local repository. Let me create it one more time. Okay. I am again opening the Git bash. Okay. So let me create a one directory here. Okay. The for my local repository purpose. Okay. So DevOps 25/07/2022. Okay. I'm giving the same name in order to identify here guys. Okay. So this name and this name. It is not mandatory. For my sake, I am doing it. Okay. So just enter. Okay. Let me go into that directory or a local repository. Okay. So this location, okay, this location, I am making it as a local repository. Okay. So how to make it? Just execute the command git init. Okay. When you execute the command git init, okay, it will make this location as your local repository, guys. Okay. So just hit enter. You can see it clearly says it has initialized the empty git repository, right? Okay. Now, sorry. Okay. So let me create a one file. So before that, you can see git status. Everything is clear, right? Let me create a one file, HDFC. Okay. It is just a VI editor. Press I, it will come in insert word. I will say, we understand your word. Basically, they won't understand, but still. Okay. Escape colon W. I have saved this file. Okay. Now you can see git status. It says it is in untracked, right? So what I need to do, I need to add the command, execute the command git add followed by the file name. Okay. Enter. Okay. Now check the status. it says there is a new file. If he wants to commit, we can execute the command git commit. Again, it opens a new file. Press I. Let me make it as a initial commit. Okay, just save this file. Okay, done. Now you can see the command git status. Okay, everything is clear. Now let me try to push this to my remote repository. It throws an error here. Okay, because we have not added the remote repository URL here, because I need to make a configuration between this repository, this remote repository, to my local repository here. Okay, that I have not added here. Okay, and before that, guys, I need to add one more thing. Okay, okay, so these are all the two commands. Let me copy here. Okay, so since you guys are doing for the first time, okay, you guys needs to execute this command here. Okay, when you execute these two commands, basically it is going to make you the configuration between your local repository and to this remote repository, this GitHub repository here. Okay, so what is the command? Git config -- global user dot name. Okay, and here you have to provide the username here. Okay, so where is the username? When you click on this, here it will provide signed in as it is there, right? So DevOps dot training. Okay, you guys needs to provide this. Okay, then one more command here. What is that? User dot email. Okay, whatever the mail ID we have provided here, right? For while signing in this GitHub repository, the same mail ID you guys needs to provide it here. Okay, so let me do it one more time. So okay, so this is my mail ID. I think the spelling is correct. Okay, this is correct, and here DevOps username DEVOPS DevOps. Okay, I think the one I have missed it there. Yes. Okay, this is the one. TRAN. Yes, correct. Okay. So just copy this command. This is the one-time activity, guys. Okay. Copy this, enter. Done. And another one. This is the command. Username, and we have to provide the mail ID. Okay. So just paste it. Done. Okay. Now we have made the configuration between our local repository to this remote repository. Now we have to make the configuration to this repository now, right? So DevOps 2507/2022, right? Okay. So for that, this is what the command here, git remote. Automatically it provides some command, guys. Okay. Here you'll get two options. One is HTTPS and SSH. Okay. So select the HTTPS as of now, and I will show you what is SSH after some time. Okay. So right now I'm selecting HTTPS and copy this command. Git remote add version. Okay, copy this one. I think you might getting confusion, but don't worry, guys. Tomorrow I will execute. I will explain one more time for you people. Okay, enter. When you execute this command, it is going to add this URL for us. Okay, this is what our remote repository URL. Okay, for this 25 DevOps 25/07/2022. Okay. Now, if you want to check, we can execute git remote. Sorry. -v. It will throw an repository URL for us. Okay. Now you execute the command git push -u origin master, because I am pushing to the master branch now. Okay, and enter. When you push that one, it is going to ask you for the credentials here. Okay, so what was my credential username? It is asking. Just a second, guys. I think there is two windows open here. DevOps training. Okay. Now it is asking for your password. What it is saying, remote support for the personal authentication was removed on August 2021. Please use the personal access token instead. Okay. Now they are saying that the manual password authentication they have stopped, guys. Okay. Because of that, this is the error. Okay. So now they are saying to use the personal authentication token here. Okay. That is a PAT token. Guys, shall we continue or shall we wind up here? It's already 10. If you guys are okay, I will continue.
Yeah, you can continue. I think.
Okay, thank you. So let me use this SSH one. Okay. So before that, I need to generate a SSH key, guys. Okay. What is the command? SSH hyphen key gen. Okay. So just hit enter. Enter. Overwrite. Yes. Yes. Okay. So the key has been generated now. Okay. So the public key is available in this location, and this is what the private key. Okay. Let me go into this drive, C drive untitled.ssh. Okay. Here is the .ssh one, and here is the public key, and here is the private one. Okay. Let me go to my repository. Click on this one, and you will get the option called as a settings here. And here, where it went. Yes, SSH and GPG keys. Select this one. Let's click on new SSH key, and here you provide the name. Okay. What is the name here? Okay, it is July, right? July key. Okay. And here you can see it says begins with SSH-RSA1. Okay, that is the code. Go to the key, open it with the notepad, but not this one. Okay, this is the one. Copy and paste it. Okay, and add this SSH key. Okay, that's done. Now we have added the key. Let's go back here and to our repository where it went. What is the name? So DevOps 2507. Okay, this is the one. Okay, click on SSH now and add this URL. It says the remote origin already exists. Shit. Just a second, guys. I'm just making it fast, guys. Okay, I will explain this tomorrow again. Okay, I'm just creating the again. So git add HDFC. So git commit HDFC. Okay, git status. Okay. Okay. Okay, yes, it has successfully pushed now. Okay, let me refresh. See, this is what the repository which I have configured. Okay, so let me refresh that page. So once after refresh, you will see this file HDFC there. Okay, so let me refresh. See this, right? And whatever the commit message I have provided there, right? So initial commit, it will be available here, right? Initial commit, right? And this is what the file here, right, guys?
So
So
Tushar, this is like note initial commit you have provided. This is like note now.
pardon?
So you have typed initial commit. This is like note we give when we
Yes,
change.
yes, yes, correct. Yeah, this commit message you are saying, right? Yeah.
Okay. And one more question. So we are doing in this local machine. So can we do same thing on Linux in AWS?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, sure. So today I have done here, right? So tomorrow I will do in a Linux machine one. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Today it was a bit confusing. I hope so. Don't get hesitant, guys. Don't be scared. Okay. So tomorrow I will explain it one
Yeah.
more time, step by step. Okay. No worries.
Okay.
Okay. In order to fix that one, I have done it fast. Okay. So don't worry. Tomorrow I will explain one more time with a step by step. I will do it. Okay. So basically, first, initially, what I thought is I thought of making authenticating using username and password. Okay. They have stopped that one. We have to use the personal access token. Okay. So instead of that, I have used the SSH key here. Okay. So we can use the PAT token SSH also. That is also possible. Okay. I will show both the things. No worries.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually today it was actually not. Means if you practice once,
It
then
bounced actually.
Yeah, it has a lot
Yeah,
of
if
commands
we
I
get
have used
a
without
recorded
explaining to you
video,
people. Yeah, this session will be
no
recorded, right?
problem. But if we get a recorded video, we can try again before class tomorrow.
Yes. That will be very grateful, guys.
DURGASOFT, yeah.
I think, guys, please let me know. Have you guys received the recordings or no?
We are getting till at last 3-4 days.
Yeah, that's good. I think, but till tomorrow, you will get this one also. Okay.
Yeah. Once we receive this one, let us try this one. Then once we listen our class again today, tomorrow evening, we will get, then all doubts are clarified, hopefully.
Yes. Correct, guys. Okay. So don't worry, guys. Okay. Tomorrow I will do the same process one more time. Okay.
yeah, thanks a lot, Tushar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Sure, we
Thank
have
you.
received the
Thank-
recording, but we are unable to
Thanks,
download
Tushar.
it. We cannot download it.
Sorry.
We got the videos, but we are unable to download it. We cannot download the recording.
I'm not sure about that one. You need to check with DURGASOFT only.
They are not downloadable. They are only view videos. We cannot edit or download.
Okay. They might have maintained some restriction, I think.
Hmm.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. Tomorrow we'll continue the same topic. Okay. Installation and configuration. Okay. Then we'll proceed with the next one.
Sure. Thank you, Tushar.
You are welcome, guys. Most welcome. Any
Thank you,
other queries,
Tushar.
guys?
Good night.
Yeah, good night, guys. After this session, I will share the notes, guys. Okay.
Okay.
And WhatsApp chat you mentioned that is the URL.
Yeah, this one github.com is there, right? This one. Okay. This one acts as a your remote repository. You guys need to sign up here. It is totally free of cost. Okay. There is no credit card,
About
debit
this
card,
one,
etc. Nothing.
WhatsApp group you told, right, Tushar?
I
That is
have
the new.
pinged you now already in the group.
Actually,
It
that
is
is the
there
Uh,
already.
Tushar,
Jdbc
please
link, right?
please share previous notes also in the WhatsApp for new joiners.
Sure, guys. I will do it. Okay. One more time. I'll share it.
Okay.
See,
And
I'm pinging you
WhatsApp
one more
group,
time.
actually,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
See,
In
guys. I mean,
GitHub,
whether
no
it is
need to
available or no.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In
Tell me.
GitHub, no. Yeah, no need to download any URLs. No. Directly create an account like
Yes,
that.
ma'am. You are correct. Okay. Just
Okay.
sign up in this github.com is there, right? Here.
Yeah.
Okay. So just sign up here. Okay. It is just normal sign up. Here it won't ask you credit card, etc. Okay.
Okay.
It's a normal sign up. Just sign up here and I will show you how to create a repository and everything. Okay. Tomorrow again, one more time.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Once we generated the RSA token key, so that we will set in that in GitHub, right? So after that, it will not ask username and password while pushing the code to GitHub.
No. Based on that SSH key, it will push again. It will recognize and it will push.
Okay.
So in
But
the previous
only
session, we have done the passwordless authentication, right? Like the same it is.
okay. Sure.
Sorry guys, today it got extended. Okay. Please let me know
No.
any queries, guys. Okay. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. Okay. Openly you can ask related to DevOps. Okay. And today it was bit confusion. I agree, totally agree. Tomorrow I will explain it one more time. Okay. And I'll go bit slow because in order to fix this one, I went bit faster. Okay. But tomorrow we'll go one by one, step by step. Okay. Cool, guys. Then any other queries? Okay, guys. Then bye. Good night. Have a great day.
No, sir. Yeah. Bye. Good night, sir. Thank you.
Good night. Bye bye.
thank you.